To understand indentation better, we first need to understand the difference between margins and indentation. So, margins are the space between the edge of the page and the text, while indentation is the space between the margin and the text of a paragraph. Margins affect the whole page, while indentation affects selected paragraphs only. So, for example, considering something just like an exercise book, we said that margins are the space between the edge of the page and the text. So this is the margin, while indentation is the space between the margin and the text of a paragraph. So if we have a look at our image, this is the indentation. And remember, we said that margins affect the whole page while indentation affects selected paragraphs only. So for example, over here, you can see my first line being on the margin and my list of items being a bit far away from the left margin. So this is the margin and this is indentation. Now there are four main types of indentation in Microsoft Word. We have the left indent, we have the right indent, we have the first line indent, and we have the hanging indent. So at times you might have seen Word documents with paragraphs looking like this or like this. So that is the purpose of indentation. Okay, let me now bring in a few paragraphs and we understand the types of indentation and how to work with them. Now remember, we said we have four types of indentation. We have the left indent, the right indent, the first line indent, and the hanging indent. If we begin with the left indent, let us select the paragraph we want to indent. For example, our paragraph 1. So left indent will move the entire paragraph to the right from the left margin and it affects all the lines in the paragraphs. For example, if I want to left indent it, I can come over here, then I can left click and I can drag, and as you can see, it is affecting the entire paragraph. So here I have left indented it. Another way of left indenting my paragraph is to use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl M. But this is going to indent it 0.75 centimeters away from the left margin. From over here, I can also decrease the indentation until I get back to my margin. I can as well increase my indentation to whatever I would like it to be at. I can also come over here, click on this, and I get more indentation options. Okay, now let's say I want to apply a right indent to my paragraph 2. I will first select my paragraph 2. After that, I am going to drag the right indent marker on the ruler, or I can also go under the layout tab and increase the indent or decrease it from over here. Again, I can also come over here and increase or decrease the indent. I can increase and decrease the left indent from over here and the right indent from over here. Okay, now my third type of indentation is the first line indent. So in the first line indent, only the first line of a paragraph moves to the right while other lines remain at the normal. For example, if we apply first line indent on my paragraph 3, I will first select my paragraph 3. After that, I can come over here and I can left click and I can drag. As you can see, this is affecting only my first line of the paragraph, while my line 2 still remains where it was initially. To do the same thing, I can also come back to the layout tab, then come over here. After that, I come under the special and I choose the first line indent and I will click on OK. Now I have the first line indent. Okay, now my fourth type of indent is the hanging indent. In the hanging indent, the first line stays at the margin while all other lines they move to the right. So for example, if I want to apply the hanging indent to my paragraph 4, I will first select my paragraph 4. After that, I can come right over here. I can left click and I can drag along, and as you can see, the first line stays where it is at the margin while all other lines are moving to the right. To achieve this, I can go back to the layout tab, come over here, then under indentation, I can click on this drop down arrow and select the hanging option and click on OK. Okay, so remember what we have said. There are four main types of indentation. We have the left indentation, the right indentation, the first line indent, and the hanging indent. In paragraph 1, we applied the left indent where it moved the entire paragraph to the right. In paragraph 2, we had the right indent where the entire paragraph was moved to the left. In our paragraph 3, we applied the first line indent where only the first line of the paragraph moved to the right and all other lines remained at the normal left. In paragraph 4, we applied the hanging indent where the first line stayed at the margin while all other lines moved to the right. So those are the main four types of indentation. Okay, now once again, remember this was the paragraph in which we applied the left indent. So if I want to increase the left indent, I can use the keyboard keys Ctrl plus M to increase the indent. If I want to decrease the left indent, I can use the keys Ctrl Shift plus M to decrease my left indent. For my hanging indent, which we applied in the paragraph 4, I can use the keys Ctrl plus T to increase the hanging indent, and I can use Ctrl Shift plus T to decrease the hanging indent. Okay, another thing to note is that under the layout tab in the paragraph group, there are two main indentation controls. We have our left indentation and we have our right indentation. If we select our paragraph 1 again, come to the layout tab and increase the left indent, we do it from over here. And if we want to decrease the left indent, we do it from over here. But if we wanted to decrease and increase the right indent, we select our paragraph first, then go under the layout tab and we can increase and decrease the right indent from over here. If you want the first line indent and the hanging indent, remember to come over here. Then under special, you can find the first line and the hanging indents. Okay, just under the layout tab, we also see the spacing section. We have the before and after. So what this does is that it just controls the space above or below the paragraph. So the before one, it controls the space above a paragraph. For example, if I select my paragraph 2, come under the layout tab, and under spacing, I increase my before spacing. So this is going to add vertical space before the paragraph. It does not affect the text itself, only the space above it. I can also decrease it once again. And if I choose to go with the after option, then this is going to control the space after the paragraph ends. So it is just adding up the vertical space. Just a final note, remember that indentation should not be created using the space bar. Instead, you can use the ruler or you can use the layout tab to do that. So that is how indentation and spacing work in Microsoft Word. If you found the video helpful in any way, consider subscribing and dropping a like. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.